Hi everybody, I just thought I'd do a review on my Scala Q2. I've had this system for about 2 years now, so I thought I'd let you know what I thought about it for anybody who's considering buying the system. I'm not going to go into too much detail about every single feature of it and how to do it, press all the buttons for all the various things. There's enough videos out there if you want to see exactly how everything works on it. I just thought I'd let you know the main thing if you're thinking of buying it, which is obviously, do I rate the system as a good intercom system for motorbikes or not? So I'll be honest, this is the only manufacturer I've used, so I can't compare it to other systems, but on the whole this is a really good motorcycle intercom system. I've been very impressed with it. On the Q2 there's your system and you can pair it up to two other motorcycle helmets, so you can be out on having a good ride. If you're riding around town doing 30-40 mile an hour, it's as clear as a bell. You can have a really relaxed conversation as you're riding along. So the basic feature to turn it on, you just hold the front button here for about 4 seconds. That's the system activated. Now if you were riding down the road and you've got one or two of your mates there, well, say there's just one person there to begin with and you want to talk to them, you just press this back button once, and can depend, but probably about 5-6 seconds, and it will normally connect up, and then you can start chatting. If you want to terminate it, you just press it again, or the other person presses it, and that will cancel it. And if there was two people there, the way it would work, one press would connect to whoever the first system was that you paired it up to, and then if you press it twice it would connect to the second person. The system also has voice activation, which for most voice activated things it doesn't really work very well. 9 times out of 10 you're shouting hello down the mic or something and it doesn't work. I've tried all different sort of words, trying to find maybe a key word that just can have the tone in your voice that would activate it. I've tried whistling down it, and a lot of the time it doesn't actually activate. Once in a blue moon, if it's a windy day, you'll find it coming on when you didn't want it to. So I don't rate the voice activation thing, but that's not a problem, because for the split second it takes you to press the button. I'd say up to about 55 mile an hour, maybe even 60 if it's not a particularly windy day, then the sound quality is really good. It's got a good range of volume on it. Radio feature's quite good. To turn your radio on, press the back button and hold it, and that's on now. So the volume levels are quite good on the system.
Stoppage in play, but
keep up and help stay active. And to really warm up winter, you could win a brilliant weekend in
you got a choice of 6 radio stations. That's all pretty easy to program in, and that.
Always read the label. Entrance must be 18 or over. We all know that for nearly 60 years.
So hold the button again to stop it. So that works well. If you're going down the road and your favourite track comes on, you can whack the volume up on that and you'll be able to kind of boogie to that quite nicely. Distance of the system for the Q2 is 2,300 foot, which I've found with the 2 mates I ride with, that's more than enough. Never kind of lost contact with anybody halfway through a conversation, even on the motorways where sort of like the third person has dropped a good way back. Just trying to think the main points to put out to you. The only time I find you do lose connection, as long as the person's in sight, you've kind of basically kind of going in a straight line, you're all in a row, that's fine. If somebody turns off a road and you're a fair way behind them, once they make that turn in and they kind of go out of sight, it tends to lose the connection within a few seconds then, but as soon as you make the turn in, it comes back on again. So again, that's not really an issue. As I had a system, I'll just turn it back off again. Easy to take off your helmet, just press this little lever at the top. Just slides off nice and easy. Weighs nothing. And the way it bolts to your helmet is just a little clamp on the inside of your helmet. A couple of little Allen key bolts to do up. You got your microphone in the front. And on mine, it's got 2 speakers on this system. I've just run the wires along, and then in case I'm kind of positioning them, there's a little wire there, positioning them just right to get you close to your ears so you can hear no problem. So that's just dead simple to click on. And I don't think it stands out too badly. Obviously it's on their line, but I think it kind of blends in quite well. I was on the Cardo site the other day. I hadn't been on there for a while, and I've discovered that there's actually a new one out now. There's a Scala Q2. And the prices, I say, are going to be the same. I had a quick look online, and they did look on eBay and things. There was about £15 a difference between the Q3 and this one. The Q3 looks pretty much the same, slightly different. The main advantage on that, whereas this one you can have 3 people, you and 2 other people connected up. There's an extra one on the other one now. It's 4 people can be linked up together. And whereas the distance on this one is 2,300 foot, on the Q3 so another 900 foot is going to be 3,200 feet. So I suppose that's always going to be handy. So basically, would I recommend this system to you? I absolutely would. I think it works really well. When I first got it, we struggled a little bit when we first got it. We were thinking, oh, this system's not as good as we were hoping it was going to be. Basically, we were trying to connect and talk to each other, and we were struggling to get them to connect. But that was just us being a little bit too eager. We'd press the button and be instantly saying, hello, hello, are you there, sort of thing. And after about 3-4 seconds, no reply. We're thinking, no, it's not worked, and we're pressing the button again. And we keep pressing it, and Matt's probably doing the same at his end, and basically we were just not giving it time to connect. Press the button and then just leave it. It will connect. It might take, depend, sometimes it's pretty well instant, other times it might take 6 or 7 seconds for whatever reason. And you'll always know when it comes on, because you'll suddenly hear the noise in the speakers come on. You get a little bit of wind noise from your mate's helmet. So just don't be too eager, give it a chance to connect, especially if the other person's listening to the radio on his end, makes the connection, has to tell his unit to switch the radio off, and then finally turn the intercom on. So just press it once and wait, it will connect. And if you do want to get all the fine details of this system, quick look here. Not sure how well this will show on the computer, but if you go to cardosystems.com, it shows you all the range. They even do these systems for push bikes, and it's a good site because they've got, say, click on the products, go to motorcycle, then you can see the full range of systems they do. They've got the G4 and the G9, which is their top of the range ones. And I just found another one I've seen tonight. They've gone in doing one specifically with showy helmets, where the systems kind of look like the bolt underneath the helmet, so they blend in more. I think one side's the battery, one side's the unit itself. So there's the Q2, the one I got, and here's the new Q3. So say they're pretty much the same to look at. Looks slightly different, but looks roughly the same size. So you got all the technical spec here, so you can read kind of all the details of it. Got a comparison sheet so you can compare it to the other ones, and you've got the online manuals as well. And so you go on there, you can look at the Q2 and the Q3, see what features one's got compared to the other. So I've got a couple of things on here. Q3's got click to link spontaneous intercom. The Q2 hasn't got that. Not quite sure what that is, because it's pretty spontaneous on the other one. With a Q2 with a quick access to the button or the voice activation when it finally works, which is a bit strange because sometimes it does come on when you just have a little tiny little cough or something, it'll come on. Then other times you can be shouting down the microphone and it just gonna don't want to know. So that's a little bit weird. So basically, if you're thinking of buying one of these systems, I really do very highly recommend this one. Can't really fault it in any way apart from the voice activation. The radio is decent. I think the other advantage on that Q3 one, which they do on the G4, or the mic, your earpieces and things are all like it's permanently fixed on there. With the Q3 and the Q4s, you can actually unclip the headphones, so you can buy better quality ones if you wish to do so. So that's quite a good feature. If you got earphones that actually pop into your ears as opposed to being in the pads on Velcro pads, then obviously the sound quality is going to be even better. Then I would imagine then even at motorway speed you wouldn't struggle to hear then with them actually kind of doing two jobs at once. They'll be acting as earplugs. Plus obviously the intercom obviously works with the TomTom rider. I should imagine it works on all the main ones. You'd have to check that for sure, but I'm pretty sure they're all going to be working on the same frequencies. So I've been very happy with it. The first one I had was a basic one that come with the TomTom rider, which was just basically for your intercom. That lasted me a good few years, and that only knackered up after the one day I hadn't pushed the there's a little bung in the back here that pulls out when you can plug it in the charger, and I was out the one day and I hadn't pushed it all the way in, and it absolutely pissed down on the motorway, and the water got in there and that knackered it up. So I think now they're reliable. I've had this one now I think about 2 years or so. So on the whole, I really do rate it if you're thinking of getting one. I think Scala Rider, to the best of my knowledge, I think they are right up there as kind of like the leading people in this as far as I know. So highly recommended, guys. If you're thinking of getting it, get it. I forget what they're going for at the moment. I think it's around about 140 odd. Me and my mate were looking to buy one at the same time, so we managed to save a few pound by buying one of the team sets where you get two in the one pack. I think we shopped around a little bit and saved probably about £20 or something by that. So like everything these days, you do a bit of shopping around, you'll manage to save yourself a few quid. So I hope it's been of some help. I love the system. It does work really, really well. I can't see how you could get it much better, to be honest. And they do G4 and the G9, which is their top of the range, which I think you can have God knows how many people all linked up at the same time and do conference calls where you have about 9 people chatting all at the same time. Now one strange thing with this system, the way the system works is you're not supposed to all be able to talk together, like all three of you chatting away and all hearing the conversation. It's supposed to be you hook up to one guy, then you can hook up to the other one and have a chat with him. But on numerous occasions we have had a three-way conversation where all three of us can hear everything that everybody's saying. Yet in the manual it says it doesn't work that way, so that's a little bit of a strange one. I mean, one mate's got the G4 now, so there's no problem with a three-way conversation, but we did do it on this system a good few times, so that seems a little bit strange that they say it can't do it when it does. So don't know if anybody else has found that out. Let us know if you have. But have a bit of some help to you. Highly recommended. I'm glad I bought it. It was well worth the money. One of them things once you've had on your bike, a bit like your sat navs. I think once you've had it, you really wouldn't want to be without it. Nice on a long ride when we're off doing the touring and that. You can just have a little bit of a chin wag when you're passing something of interest, and you can be chatting to each other about it. So, take care everyone, ride safe, bye for now.